San Diego actually is a little bit above average in the rainfall we received this year. But in the current water crisis is, as everything that we understand, it's somewhat of an interim problem. As we look down into the future, the amount of water that we get from various sources is shifting, and San Diego's water department is making a very strong effort at increasing the amount of water that comes from local sources, whether it be desalination like the Carlsbad plant, whether it be groundwater, tapping into groundwater. And there's also a shift to receive more water from the Colorado River as opposed to Northern California. And the current restrictions that are occurring as part of some of the environmental concerns going on with the Sacramento Delta and the Delta smelt, which is a fish that is getting killed going through some of the pumps. That is hurting the supplies coming from Northern California. So San Diego, when you look long term, is actually positioned to deal with the issues that are ongoing today. There's also, I think,
major push right now by a firm out of Houston to tie up some water rights and desal water rights in the northern sea of Cortez in Baja, and they'll be building, as I understand it, several large desal plants in that area that will actually then be piping or pumping water back up to the Colorado River, and I think that water is going to come out in an area north of where the canals are that Southern California has tapped into to the Colorado River to bring that water to Southern California. So that's a long-term solution. It's not a near-term solution. It could be 10 years plus before some of those plants come on stream. I don't think San Diego's going to grow as fast over the next 10 or 20 years as it has over the last 10 or 20 years, but there will be some growth. And Sandag tells us that about 50%, a little more than 50% of our growth is caused by more deaths, more births than deaths. And as a result of that, there's going to be some growth. So where do you want those people to live? We need them living in compact, efficient, sustainable developments and not living out in the suburbs, with an hour commute to work, or living on large landscape lots and taking up more water.